Hello everyone. I'm going to go ahead and do a reading about what's been going on in America and how we're going to get rid of Donald Trump and all this evil that's been going on. I think this is a very important reading that we need to do so we can have hope and take a peek into the future to see how our country is going to be all right. I'm worried about people being marginalized, poor people, immigrants, and also I'm worried about the selling off of our public lands and the destruction to our nature. We are literally in a very sensitive place right now with global warming, climate crisis. Donald Trump was the worst thing that could happen, not just to this country, but to this world, as he is creating environmental disaster. And I know I live in the mountains of California, and I'm getting one hummingbird where I used to get hundreds of them last year. And from one year to another, I'm seeing one. There's something really strange going on with the ecosystem. So I'm going to do a reading right now on the evil that's been going on in our country, Donald Trump, what we can expect, and hopefully some hope for the future. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead, and I've got some various different cards. Usually I do one tarot deck. I've got another one here that I'm going to use. And I think, well, two tarot decks here to, to make sure that I've got an astrology deck too to see what's going on precisely. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask is a very important question. How are we going to save democracy in this country? Tell me why we will save democracy in America. Tell me why we will save democracy very soon in our country. Very soon. And not just for people, but for the immigrants, for the wildlife, for the forest, the trees, why everything will be protected soon. And including very angry tonight about Governor Newsom's bill to roll back 50 years of environmental protection. I mean, this is not a Democratic governor. This is, he acts more like Trump. And he says it's for homeless people, but the developers are in his pocket, the hedge fund developers. And everybody knows that. And it's the development companies are tearing down these apartment buildings in California that are very old and building these huge, expensive ones that are $3,000 a month, and nobody can afford to pay that rent. So he says more housing. No, that's a lie, a great big lie. He's rolled back environmental protections for one thing, and this is not a conspiracy. It's for one thing, for developers. He's a corrupt governor, and I voted for him, and I will not vote for him again. He accepts lobbying money from electric companies and also from developers, and he does not do anything to protect nature or the wildlife. So don't vote for him. He doesn't deserve our vote. We need a Democratic governor who cares about climate crisis, who cares about the environment, who cares about wildlife and their habitat, birds, and and will permanently stopping this destruction to our forests and our nature. We need protection for our trees and for our forests right now. Not a governor or not a president that doesn't care about nature or the forest or the trees. These are corruption, and the corruption has got to stop with Democrats and Republicans in our country. Okay, so my question is, how are we going to get rid of Donald Trump? Tell me why we will save democracy soon for all, for nature, wildlife, forests, trees, poor people, immigrants, for all. And, okay, so I want you to know that while I'm doing this, I have gotten a message. So one of the messages is the Ten of Swords is going to happen. So the Ten of Swords is something that's going to happen that Donald Trump is going to do, or he's done, and that's going to stop him. And let's see, I've gotten a message of the Four of Swords. This is an illness, a sickness. So I think he's ill, he's sick. Our country is ill and sick because of him. And so I'm getting this message. The Ten of Swords has come up various times when I've done readings. So let me see. There will be a victory. The Ten of Swords just came again. Okay, so that is something is going to happen. He's going to do something, and this is going to save democracy for all. The Ten of Swords is the worst card in the deck. I don't know what that is exactly, but he's going to do something terrible. And for some reason, this will save democracy. And for all. For nature, for trees, everything. Suffering, despair, and loss. Okay, so please, the Ten of Swords again, and then the card of the victory again. Okay, here's a wish card. Please, we wish that you'll save democracy for all people, immigrants, animals, wildlife, the forest and the trees in California and America. Stop the corruption today. Amen. Okay, so what is going to happen that democracy will be saved in America for all? The corruption will be stopped, and we'll get rid of Donald Trump and Vance, and our country will be saved for all. Forced. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards. Okay. One more, a couple more shuffles. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the card of leaving the past behind. Leaving the past behind. Okay, this is communication. Communication about leaving the past behind. A lot of communication. Another wish card has come up. So we make a wish, permanently save democracy right now at this very moment for all. Permanently get rid of Donald Trump and Vance, and save our country, the wildlife, the trees, the forest right now at this moment, in every way, shape, and form. Protect all animals and voices of this world and this country and nature. Amen. Okay. The nine, this represents the Statue of Liberty. Okay. The Statue of Liberty. Is the beacon on the hill that says, foreigners, come, I will bring you shelter, I will give you hope. And that's a verse in the Bible, actually. That's a verse in the Bible. Okay, here we go. This is religion. This is the Pope. So the Pope has something to do with saving democracy for all. He's very strong right now in helping us. And this is moral laws. This is moral laws, and this is the Pope. So moral laws. This is what's right and what's wrong. Okay? What's right and what's wrong. Strength. So that means that we must have strength right now. We will persevere. We will persevere in this country, the trees, the forest. We must have strength right now. It means that we will shut the lion's mouth. We will shut the lion's mouth. And this means lasting happiness to come. So there will be, so this is the best card in the deck. So this means there's communication about leaving the past behind. People don't want to leave democracy behind. There's a lot of communication. And then there's a wish card, and then there's the Statue of Liberty. And she represents democracy. People are starting to wake up and realize what she represents. And the reason why they're waking up is because maybe we're meant to wake up. Excuse me. Maybe we're meant to wake up to see that she's been sitting there all along with the message, and we've forgotten it. But all these immigrants are telling us what her message is again, loud and clear. They are speaking to us and telling us what her message is. She's waking up, and she's refreshing our memory as to our ancestors and why we are all here, that we were all foreigners at one time. And this is the Pope. So the Pope has a lot to do with saving our democracy. His prayers, maybe even the Catholic Church. There are a lot of prayers right now from the Catholic Church for democracy in our country. The Pope, this is moral laws. And this is shutting the lion's mouth. There will be lasting happiness to come. This is overcoming enemies. So for some reason, this is going to happen quickly. This is going to happen quickly. And stealing will be a thing of the past. Okay? So that, I don't know when that's going to happen, but we said soon. So that's very, very positive. Very positive. So we'll go ahead with these angel cards. These are very powerful. And let's see. Let's go ahead and do a reading on these. And see what message we have here. Tell me why our democracy will be saved. Here's the eagle. She represents America, right? She's our federal bird. Okay? She represents freedom. The eagle's powerful to represent our freedom. And they're very loyal. Very loyal to freedom. Very loyal to freedom. We were made America in 1776 at 5:10 in the evening, signed our freedom. So this is very, and the Statue of Liberty represents that. Archetypes, powerful archetypes, and it doesn't sound like these people are going to be successful. They're certainly giving it their big try, aren't they? And it doesn't sound like they're going to get away with it. So let's see, I have a question for our democracy. Tell me why our democracy will be saved in the United States for all. For immigrants and poor people and wildlife and animals and the trees and the forest. Tell me why our soon our democracy will be saved permanently for all. Okay? This is adversity. This is why we're suffering adversity right now. Do you see? This is why our democracy will be saved soon. We are suffering a huge amount of adversity in this country. This has a lot to do with why our democracy will be saved. Okay? Adversity. So you can see the angel is wrestling. The angel's wrestling, but remember, God always wins. Transformation. So this is a death and a new beginning. So this is a transformation. This could have something to do with the tarot deck that said the Ten of Swords, right? Something bad happening. The Ten of Swords is not a good card. And I don't get the idea that has anything to do with the terrible things that have been happening. This is something in the future that he's going to do. And anyways, the Ten of Swords, this is transformation. This is a new beginning. This is a death. Okay, so that's what's going to save democracy. And then we will have security after that. We will have security after that. So something is about ready to happen. Something is about ready to happen. Something is about ready to happen, everyone. Something is going to cause a death. Something. A Ten of Swords is like a death, right? It's a terrible card, really. And then you've got transformation, a death. Okay, so here we've got the ocean cards. So we want the land animals to be saved, the air, and the ocean animals. And so let's go ahead. Tell us why our country will be saved from Donald Trump, Vance. Tell me why our democracy will be saved soon for the oceans, animals, the wildlife, the trees, the birds, for the immigrants, the poor people, for all. Why democracy will be saved soon. Why democracy will be saved soon. For all. Okay? So be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. So we need to be very present, focused of what is going on. Protest, call, whatever we can do at this moment. Life is better together. So that means working together as a group. Americans getting out there protesting. No kings. The protesting of Americans sticking together to save our land, our national forests, our wildlife, our trees, end factory farming, save the immigrants. Life is better together. Remember that. We are pack animals, guys. We are pack animals. Distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize good. So this is our determination, like the strength card of the tarot, is going to, us working together as a team and not giving up is what's going to cause democracy to win for all. And it said soon. We're working together as a team. Okay, so I got these fairy cards. This was given to me by a dear friend. Let's see what this... Tell me why democracy will be saved for all, including nature and forest will be protected, and wildlife and endangered species. Tell me why things are going to get better in our country, not worse, for all. Not just people, but for all. Immigrants, poor people, marginalized, voiceless animals, trees. Tell me why things are going to get better, protected and better. Soon. Honoring our true feelings. So that means working through our true feelings, but there's a card underneath here. Let's see. So we'll put that right here, this one. Inner child. So we have to honor the child of the past, remember our memories of the past, of America. and not let the America of yesterday go. Improve. But don't let our forests get sold off or logged. We must keep our wild of America, our wild of California. We must not allow developers to mow down our state, our country. We got to get rid of Donald Trump and Vance. And remember, we got to do that by our passionate feelings, honoring yesterday's child in ourselves. Honoring our true feelings are going to lead us to our passion and our desires. So a romantic partner will play a part in this. A romantic partner will play a part in saving America. Somebody's romantic partner is going to help us. And somebody going on a vacation to the golf course or something, that's going to help us. Trust our intuition. So this is, sounds like people are not so happy with Donald Trump, are they? Vacations, and people are stirred up. Their emotions, their feelings, okay? So here we got the Kipper cards. And these are very powerful. They're not tarot deck, but they're called Kipper cards. They're very, very powerful. Very intuitive. So let's go ahead and say, why is our democracy going to be saved? And how are we going to get rid of Donald Trump and Vance and save our democracy for all? Including permanently save our trees and our forest in California and America. Keep it wild. Stop this wildfire corruption greed, this lies. Because we all know who starts the fires. Electric companies do. And so trees don't start fires. So let's stop the lies. Let's stop the wildfire corruption. Come on. Come on, America. Stand up for the wild. The wildlife, the endangered species, the forest. Stand up. It takes hundreds and thousands of years for trees to grow back. Save your forest for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. Don't let Donald Trump, a horrible man whose family's only been here for 100 years, when all of us have been here past the Civil War to American Revolution, Mayflower descendants. Don't let this immigrant man. And immigrants are good, but not this Donald Trump. He's not a good immigrant, is he? He doesn't participate in anything. He takes. He takes and steals. He's made $4 billion in 4 months, and his Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, all of them have made billions of dollars stealing. And they don't know anything about Reverend Booty's message of love and compassion. Remember, they were all scratching their head. Really, really something else. Okay, so tell me what's going to happen that Donald Trump will be gone and Vance. Thoughts. Americans are now becoming thoughtful, where they were being indifferent and not thinking about things. We've woken up. Okay, adjudication. This is lawyer. This is Supreme Court. Adjudication is going to stop. So that means the judge, the justice system of America will not fail us. And then House, the White House. Something having to do with the White House. Or our home. America, our home. High honor. A gift will be given to America by a mature man. So a man that's older will give us our democracy back. He will have a high honor for doing that. This man will be responsible for saving our democracy and improving our life. He's an older man. He has gray hair, okay? Possibly a mustache, but this man, he is responsible for saving our democracy. Okay? A gift. A gift. This wise man. Maybe even like an angel, right? An angel. An angel. Okay, and so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, let's do these other tarot cards. Usually I use only one deck of tarot cards, but because this is such an important message, we need to really sink in deep and find the answers that we want, because we can't lose hope. So we ask the universe, tell me why we will save, America will save its democracy very soon. Get rid of Donald Trump and Vance and stop the corruption, even in California, from Governor Newsom stripping environmental protections after 50 years with a big fat lie. Because developers are in his pocket, that's a fact, saying it's all for the homeless people, when we know he just recently made it illegal for homeless people to live on the street. If he was so careful about them not having housing, why didn't he do this a long time ago? All of a sudden he cares, so what did they do for a year if they didn't have any housing after he made it illegal? He doesn't care about the homeless people. He cares about the money he's getting from electric companies who burnt millions of acres in California, or these developers. This is a corrupt governor. He's just as bad as Donald Trump. He's destroyed so many trees in California. He blames the wildfires on the trees when the electric companies burnt millions of acres. Have you ever heard him actually say electric companies are responsible? No, because he gets millions of dollars from them. He's scapegoating the trees and called it genocide to trees and wildlife. This is a terrible person. He's the worst governor I've ever seen. And I don't want him, and I don't want Trump. I want people that care about our environment and our future and climate change and climate crisis. Stop ignoring, stop lining their pockets. So corrupt. It's horrible, the lies. Okay, so tell me why our America will be saved from people like Governor Newsom and Donald Trump and Vance. Tell me why soon things will actually get better in America for all. Okay. A message of love about the Two of Cups. A victory from moral laws. And because this is Revelations, this is like the end times, and this is a message of love from the Pope. You know, hey, this is the end times. What are you doing? What are you doing? So there's a sadness over that. It feels like the end times from America. And then there will be a woman will come together. These are 3 women. Women are coming together to make success for all. And there'll be a short journey of arguing with the King of Pentacles and moving away from to safety. Moving away to safety. The Emperor will save us. That's justice again. The Emperor is the Supreme Court. Or judge, but justice will prevail in America. And women are going to have a lot to do with the saving of our democracy and our forests and our trees. Women are going to have a lot to do with this. So we said soon. So I'm telling you guys, wake up. Something is about ready to happen. Something very powerful. Wake up, everyone. Wake up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do these astrology cards. And we will say, okay, so our question is, what question do we need to ask? Tell me why our democracy will be saved and the tower is going to permanently crash down on Donald Trump and Vance and the evil administration of his. And we will save our democracy, permanently save our democracy very soon, for not just people, but for poor people, marginalized, and also the immigrants, and the trees, the forests, and the wildlife, endangered species. Tell me why we will successfully save our democracy for all permanently and very soon. Very soon. Okay, so the 12th house, this is a card of like the Ten of Swords. This is something is happening again. This is like Revelations, like the Judgment card that you saw. This is the end. The 12th is the last one in the house astrology chart. Something is going to happen here. Something unexpected. Look at the 12th house. That's the scariest house in the astrology chart. So the 12th house is going to happen. And then look at the 10th house. This represents the world. So something with the world is going to happen. The world will be involved in this new beginning. Something is about ready to happen in the world. And the 6th house represents our health, the health of our world. So this has something to do with an explosive event regarding our world and regarding our health as a planet, our health. So something big is going to happen to the world and to the health of our world. And then there will be healing afterwards of communication. There will be change. A change. The lunar eclipse means a change. Because people will be missing. Look at that. People will be missing from our planet. Or things will be missing from our planet. But something is missing in our world after this. And then Saturn will put on restrictions and truth. Restrictions. Restrictions against technology. Restrictions against technology. That's fire. A new beginning. Death, a new beginning. And then the Saturn return. So the Saturn return has just gone to Aries. And then 11th house friends. We will get together with others to help heal our world. Okay, there will be emotions over money and greed and the past. Greed over the evil of the past, of the greed, and over the aggression. And then the cancer will come in and heal as the mother. So, guys, I don't mean to scare you, but something very explosive is about ready to happen in our world. It's going to affect the health of our world, and eventually we're going to heal from it. But this is what's going to give us a new beginning. Something very big is about ready to happen in our world. And it's going to affect the health of our world, and there's going to be missing. The missing. I won't say what is missing, but it says the missing. The missing. Okay? So, I'm going to ask, now that we know something is going to happen, what is this explosive Ten of Swords? What is this? Give us more information. What is this that's going to happen that's going to give us a new beginning soon to save democracy for all? Mama Aquila, the Mandela of the moon. So this means emotions. This is emotions, a lot of emotions. She's the mama. She's the mother of the universe. She's the mother of the universe. The remedy of the grandmothers. So this is old ancient wisdom is going to come into play. We must heal our planet by the old ways, the way that our grandmothers collected plants. They respected the earth. They respected the planet. We're going to have to go back to the old ways. The old ways. Way of the divine revealed. So that means this aggression is over, but something big is going to happen to get there. The mother, the feminine, will win, because that's the one who's not aggressive. She says, be kind, be compassionate, be loving. So my take on this is that we are entering a time where the feminine counterpart, the feminine divine, is coming into our world to bring a new peace and feminine into our world. But before that happens, there is going to be the end of this aggression by men with some explosive event. The medicine of the butterfly will happen, and you know she represents transformation. And the blessing says no good thing will be withheld. So we will be blessed in this new beginning. But first, we are at an end cycle. And the end cycle means something big, something explosive in our world that's going to take the aggression and this masculine energy from our world that's been hurting our world. And so the feminine divine is going to take over and heal our world. But this is going to happen soon. We are at the end of something. Some big, huge thing is about ready to happen in our world, where there is going to be missing, and something explosive is about ready to happen to give us a new beginning. Something explosive. Something big. Okay, so tell us, how will our world heal from this event, this huge event that's coming? How will our world heal? Tell me why we will all heal. Be safe and protected. So amplified awareness. We're all going to become very aware of what is going on. And we're going to become very aware of justice and healing. Of justice. What's right and what's wrong and healing. Very aware. And the transmutation of anger is, we're very angry. This is Blue Tara, and she says we are very angry about what has happened. Very angry. And when you have amplified awareness, if you think about it, that's like PTSD. That's like fight or flight. You become on edge because of something that has happened. So there's going to be justice and healing from this huge event in the world. But we will transmutate our anger, meaning turning it into something else. But we're going to be very angry about this. And fearless authenticity will show our true genuineness, and no more of this fakeness, this phoniness, this greed, this evil. The priestess of divination, we will be able to see more clearly where things lead after this. And our ancestors and past lives will remain with us and show us of this big event and stay with us forever, because we will be at a crossroads. And so for what we will have wealth and prosperity from now, but this big event will be remembered by our ancestors and by what not to do. What not to do. Sorry, guys. Something big is about ready to happen. Sorry, guys. And there will be missing. There will be missing. Okay, here's the sacred vision of the Native Americans. So I have my 5th and 6th great grandfather are all Cherokee chiefs. Atakula was the chief of all of the Cherokee Nation. He's my 6th great grandfather, so we'll call upon the ancestors. Please tell us how our world will heal from this big event. Or what is this big event? We'll get rid of Donald Trump and Vance. Tell us more about this. Tell us more about this. Intent. Game of Thrones. Here, the herds of buffalo are thundering in the distance. As they run, they're carving the path for the buffalo to come. Like them, you're an echo of the ones who have walked before you. And you will one day be gone from this place too. What will be your legacy? In the mystery, you begin to feel the glory of existence for the great white buffalo and the prairie dog alike. Both are powerful in their own ways. You begin to sing your song, line a harmony of feeling and experiences that create your unique story. If you have outgrown your stories, change them and make them better. Trust the inspiration that will come to you. Imagine your perfected self. Seek the strength of your intent and your ability to love and forgive yourself. When evening comes, give thanks for the awareness that you have found. Be reborn into a new sense of well-being and perfection. Sing the new song that comes from your heart. Listen to the echo of your voice in the canyons. As the sound plays with the air, the eagle screeches on high. You are the food of echoes. It is law, and it has always been that way. Here we go, eagles again, guys. That rules America. Freedom. Remember that. Statue of Liberty, eagle. Our archetypes are freedom. You can't take freedom away from a country that was built on freedom. Okay? Legacy. Our legacy is to have democratic, to be a democracy and to have free will all over the world. So there will be a legacy. And it means that this big thing that happens will leave a legacy of what's to come in the future. Whatever it is, it will leave legacy. And we must honor our vision for good. Honor our vision for good. And our power to have patience with healing and to evolve by prayer into better species. Okay? Ravens, beautiful birds, very intelligent. And evolve. Give away. Be charitable. And by charity as a nation, we will flourish. We will flourish with passion, and we will have more worthiness. We will have more dreams, and we will have more destiny, and we will have more love. Self-worth as a nation, to be more generous. And so that's where we're headed to. So this is it, guys. We have a destiny to be more charitable as a nation, to give us more self-worth, to let go of the selfishness of the past as a nation. But something big is about ready to happen to change our world. So hold on, guys. Remember what the end message